Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World video. Today, I will show you my constructor loadouts for Frostnite as a builder. Since it's so annoying to play Frostnite without one, smashers will have a party with your build. And Wave 14, try it yourself. It's not a must, but it helps a lot, because I know some people will jump in the comments. I know someone who cleared it with an Outlander solo. If you enjoy the challenge, go for it. But if not, why not running constructor? Like if you have something that will make your life so much better, why not use it? Believe me, you won't love when a nature smasher charge and wipe half of your base from left to right in less than a second. When it comes to Frostnite, the loadout is very flexible. It depends on your team, mainly, their loadouts. Like if you have another constructor in your team, it changes a lot. Let's explain everything on the loadout to make it easier to understand. You see all these heroes here? All of them can be in the lead for the loadout and the rest in the support. You can use only one constructor in the lead, and the rest buffing a certain weapon. Like shotguns for example. Let's start with the team I use a lot, only one constructor, and 3 are farming. 3 farmers look a lot, I know. But for me, I can finish the build solo in few waves before any mini bosses or smashers while my team is providing me with ton of mats from everywhere. This allowing me to finish the build so fast and observe later. Even I can go AFK sometimes. The only concern will be repairing the build and replacing the traps every few waves. And of course, the mini bosses like I explain in this video. But don't worry, I will explain everything. What to use if you are the only constructor in the team or if you have 2 or even 3. 99% of the time the builder will be the constructor, and the other 3 are outlanders. I will make another video next about outlander loadouts and add it here. All you need from the constructor is his base, and that's it. To reinforce your build, apply your team perk and your support team bonuses. For the team perk, I run only these 2 most of the time. The recycling team perk to farm materials passively from my build if my team can't farm building materials fast enough. After half of the waves, the materials from the base might not be needed anymore. But for the first waves, it's crucial if your team didn't provide you with enough materials. If you think you don't need it, here comes the second team perk, Supercharged Traps. With full constructor's loadout, you get a 42.5% bonus traps damage, which is huge. Your traps will deal so much more damage. That's why I use this team perk a lot for any high power level mission, not just Frostnite. It gives 8.5% per constructor. So you can use other classes in the support, but you won't get the full bonus as full team of constructors. And since Frostnite build is massive as you see, we need to cover it as much as possible. To spread our team perk and bonuses. The base itself increases the build armor, allowing it to hold longer against smashers charges and propane's explosions. For all of that, Mega Base Kyle will shine. Increasing base connectivity range by 3 is very good. You can fully cover the 4 main tunnels easily with your base. Imagine your base in top is reinforcing the entrance of your tunnels. Remember, you are the only constructor in the team. That's why I run him in the lead most of the time. And not just that. He helps your base to collect more materials, since it is covering more structures. With Supercharged Trap Team perk 2. All the main traps covering all your base will get boosted. Only the drop traps in front of the tunnels won't, but they are extra anyway. So, for the support team. I will explain both, if you use these heroes in the support team if you are the only constructor in the team, or if you have another, so you can swap the leader with one of them. Also note that these bonuses are only for the structures affected with the base only. This applies for the full constructor's loadout. So, I will start with it first, then we'll explain the other classes you can use. Some people will disagree with me with using full constructor's loadout, I will explain that in a moment. Base Kyle, to increase your building health by 28% while in the support. Which helps even more to reinforce your build, allowing it to hold even more smashers charges. In the lead, the bonus will be 84%, which is insane. We'll explain the rest, so you can pick your favorite, and we'll tell you what I recommend after explaining all of them. The Ice King. In the support, he snares enemies walking on any affected structures. But in the lead, he gets another bonus, he freezes anything damages your structures for 4 seconds, allowing you to handle smashers easily. And that's the second most used constructor in Frostnite. This effect has a 15-second cooldown for each enemy. For seconds might seem short, believe me, it's not. Another option that people use a lot. Power Base Knocks. In the support, structures affected by base are healed for 4% of max health every 10 seconds. Not a high percentage, but helps to heal your structures around passively. But in the lead, it's 11%, which is very good. Heavy base Kyle. In the support, eliminating enemies standing on structures affected by base charges it. After 30 charges, base emits an explosion which knocks back enemies and deals 39 base energy damage in a 3-tile radius. As commander, the damage will be 89. No need to use him as commander in my opinion. For the last slot here, we have a lot of options. For example, Warden Kyle, to heal you and your team while standing on any structures affected by base. And to regenerate energy as well. Or Bomb Squad Kyle, to increase your armor. Note that this will affect only you, it's not related to the base effect. Demolitionist Penny, for more launchers damage, helps with the pot shot. And if you need more damage from the base itself, we have two options here. Thunder Thora, enemies standing on structures affected by base take 12.7 base energy damage every 5 seconds. Or Electropulse Penny, enemies that melee attack structures affected by base take 15 base damage. I made a separate video about both these heroes, you can check it here. They help a lot to AFK low power level mission. Even higher ones with a good loadout. Last one is Harper, for durability, but I don't see people use her much. We have a lot of other options too, but these are what fits the most in my opinion. We need an hour or two to explain every possible situation. Now let's talk about if you want to use other heroes in the support team, especially if you are running the recycling team perk, since it requires only 2 constructors to get activated. Plus let's talk about why I'm using full constructors loadout. Well, lots of reasons. Some people use Pathfinder Jess to increase their pickaxe damage, which helps during farming. As I explain my strategy, my teammates will handle all the farming. Even if we were running 2 constructors and 2 farmers, still, 2 farmers can handle all the farming easily. You sow all the bonuses we can get from constructors. I prefer damage, to be honest. Others may use Dire for movement speed. I used to do that too honestly, but not anymore. I rely on the Baron right now, which is easy to craft. Mainly the epic version, not the legendary. Well, more about the weapons in another video. Plus I'm the builder, so most of the time I move around the burner. I only go out if I really need materials and my team can't provide them. Or if I'm dealing with mini-bosses. The other heroes are the ones who buff certain weapons. Like shotgun heroes if you will use shotguns a lot, or sniper heroes for bows. For me, I heavily rely on traps damage, that's why I run full constructors loadout. From many runs, we were running only 1 constructors and 3 farmers, or 2 farmers and 1 DPS. And it goes well every time. Of course, another constructor will help a lot. Let's explain full loadouts now. And if you don't like one, you can modify it to suit your play style as I explained before. This is my main loadout most of the time if I'm running only 1 constructor in the team. Mega Base Kyle for the coverage, and Recycling Team perk. If I know that my team will provide me with ton of building materials, I might use Supercharged Traps Team perk. But here's the thing. When it comes to prickin' wood, there are a ton of them around the map. But metal is not like them. Yes, you can find Al a lot early. But later, not so much. And since we rely mostly on metal for the main tunnels, they get damaged and destroyed a lot. I can tell you, many times I was struggling with repairing the build mainly because of metal. Yes, a lot of times you will have ton of it and don't know what to do with. But if crucial times, the base will help. Again, up to you. And this is the support team. Now if we have 2 constructors in the team, the second loadout will be a bit different. Since we already have base Kyle with the Recycling Team perk. The other loadout can be Supercharged Traps, with 3 options in the lead. The Ice King to freeze enemies when they attack the build, Nox to repair the build, or base Kyle for the huge 84% bonus health to your structures. It all depends on you and your team. A lot of people run Mega Base Kyle and the Ice King, if there are 2 constructors in the team. And if you even need more materials, you can run Recycling Team perk as well on the other loadout. What if you will run 3 constructors? Simple, pick 3 loadouts from the 4 I mentioned. Again, you can edit them to suit your style as I explained before. But one thing to consider here. With 3 constructors, the only 1 farmer won't be able to farm materials that fast. So, the full team need to farm. Maybe 1 build and the other 1 or 2 constructors go help with farming. And hey, make sure you are using the same build. Because if everyone is just building randomly, it's a huge mistake. Check this video for even more mistakes to avoid. For the gadgets, it's up to you. Some people use the supply drop for example. But for me, these two are the best. Adrenaline rush, to heal myself fast if I'm about to get eliminated. You can't imagine how many times it saved me, especially during waves, when you can lose all your health and shield in less than a second. And the slow field. I feel it's more reliable now to handle smashers, especially after the huge weapons nerfs we got. There's another strategy that some people love to run. Is relying more on DPS and less on the build and traps. Like I saw some people cleared it with only weapons, no traps at all. Well, most these weapons got nerfed now, but you get the point, pick what suits you. Even 4 constructors will work. It's all about how you play it. A lot of talking I know, but I have to explain every single detail as much as I can. At the end, don't worry, pick the best loadout you can get right now, communicate with your teammates, and see how it goes. If you failed, no problem, know what you need to change next and try it again. If you want to see a full run in action while building and everything, check this video. Let me know in the comments what is your favorite loadout for Frostnite and how many constructors you run in your team. And that's it for this video. Don't forget to use code Larsis in the item shop and Epic Games Store if you want to support me, helps me a lot. As always, big thanks for all the channel members, super chat on the stream, everyone uses my creator code, and all the support, really appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you are enjoying the content, so YouTube algorithm will suggest the video for more people. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, see you in the next one.